What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy, Cam ATL, and welcome back to another Prizepicks video with your boy. Drop a like down below because I already know you're going to love it. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Comment anything in the comment section to enter your name into the $50 giveaway that I do every single week on this channel. PropsMadeEasy.com, as always, is the site that I am using the tools on. If you haven't joined Props Made Easy yet, PropsMadeEasy.com, only $15 a month. It absolutely dominated NBA yesterday. If you used the Props Made Easy tools on NBA yesterday, you absolutely crushed. It had an amazing day. It was awesome to see it perform that well on the first big slate of the NBA season. It is going to be such an amazing season this year. Super excited for what's to come with that. So make sure you join Props Made Easy and let's get straight to it. Let's get into the picks for today. So starting off with NFL, if we just want to look at tonight's game, let's see what plays are popping for just tonight's game at first, and then we'll talk about overall what we're liking so far. So Tampa Bay and Buffalo tonight. This could possibly be an ass whooping, or this could possibly end up being close. Who even knows anymore? Buffalo, actually, the game was competitive against New England last week when nobody thought it would be. All right, so let's take a look. So when it comes to Buffalo, Tampa Bay, here are the top plays that we have. All you have to do to like isolate a game is type in the abbreviation of one of the teams. It'll pull up the plays from each team. All right, let me see something real quick. Okay, so you have to type in Tampa Bay if you want to make sure you see Mike Evans and the Tampa Bay plays, and then you got to hit in Buffalo. Now, if it's a combo, both will show, but Buffalo, as you can see, Mike Evans isn't showing here when I type Buffalo, but he shows when I type Tampa Bay. All right, so when it comes to the Tampa Bay side of things, Mike Evans makes a ton of sense. This is a tough matchup for them against Buffalo, but Tampa Bay is going to be playing from behind. They're going to have to air this ball out a ton. Mike Evans is a plus EV plus projection play today. Other sportsbooks have him one receiving yard higher than where Prizepicks has it, so that's already plus EV on the over. And then we have him projected at 66.7, a 9.2 projection differential. Great spot for Mike Evans in a pass-heavy game script. I really like that spot for him. And then talking about Buffalo, the best value it looks like is going to be the under on Baker Mayfield, Josh Allen passing yards combo, 493.5 on Prizepicks. 492 other places, which is a minus 1.5, which is nothing crazy. But a 473 projection is what we have for both of these guys combined, a minus 20.3 projection differential. So that's big. That's a big projection differential there. So under on Baker Mayfield, Josh Allen, and then over on Mike Evans is the best option there. Obviously, going the under on Baker Mayfield, Josh Allen, and then over on Mike Evans doesn't correlate the best because if Mike Evans is going to have a big game, you're going to need Mayfield to do well. But honestly, Mike Evans can hit his number and Mayfield still not do enough for them to end up getting under this, 493.5 here. All right. So those are the two spots that I'm really liking for that game. Looking overall on the slate this week, at the top of the list when it comes to EV differential, Tua Tagovailoa passing yards, or is it? I keep saying Tagovailoa, but his name's like Tungo Vailoa, but I prefer to say it the way it looks, and it's Tagov, so Tago Vailoa. I don't care how he says it. Over on passing yards, 272.5 on Prizepicks, 277.5 on other sportsbooks. That's a 5 passing yard differential. Projection of 283. So I love Tua over 272.5 early on. I'm also liking Lamar Jackson's over passing yards. Over rushing yards for Austin Eckler's the best value when it comes to rushing yards. And then still Jamar Chase, Tyreek Hill, both the best on receiving yards. All right? NBA, baby, let's get it. So we've got the debut of Milwaukee, this new look Milwaukee squad, and then we've got Philly with no James Harden today. So let's talk about what we got here. At the top of the list, LeBron is really popping here. Points and assists against Phoenix today, 25.5 on Prizepicks. Vegas likes the over at minus 125, which isn't huge odds, but nonetheless, it is on the over for plus EV. And then the projection of 33, a 7.87 projection differential. Really seeing LeBron James come out and do very well here. You could see videos from the last game where LeBron was talking to the coach like, hey, you can run me at point and all this other stuff. Like, he's trying to really, like, if they're going to be the team that they're thinking that they could be, he needs to really do a lot of running the point. Like, he just facilitates the offense so well. He sees the court so well. He knows what's going on so well. He needs to facilitate that offense instead of just play the normal small forward role. He doesn't need to do that. So honestly, I'm seeing him definitely step up in this game big time and get that assist mark real way up there. I'm really liking that points and assists for him. So, and plus, I mean, our projection is pretty damn high on him. So I really like that spot for him. Let's see. What else do we have here that sticks out to me? We have the over on Joel Embiid points and rebounds is very interesting to me with no Harden. With no Harden against Milwaukee here, I really like this spot for Joel Embiid over 38.5. Vegas has the over at minus 130, and we have Joel Embiid projected at 42 points plus rebounds, a 3.5 projection differential. So great spot on Joel Embiid over his 38.5. I'm seeing Dame having a good solid start to the season. I mean, that's what the data's telling us. Points plus rebounds over 31. Vegas has the line at 31.5. Okay, so it's already zero point 0.5 higher than the 31 set on Prizepicks. We have him projected for 35 points plus rebounds, a 4.01 projection differential. So over on LeBron's points assists, over on Dame Lillard's points plus rebounds, and then over on Joel Embiid's points plus rebounds are the three that I'm really liking so far for NBA. But there's other options. Make sure you go take advantage of the tools and check out what we got on tap for today. It's been a fantastic start to the season, man. For college football tonight, not just for tonight, there's some for Saturday, I believe, but I'm not 100%. The best value right now is going to be under on Darren Granger's passing yards, 242.5 on Prizepicks, 238.5 other places. That's minus 4 passing yards differential when you're comparing sports books. So under on Darren Granger is one of the better values. Over on Kyron Drones passing yards is going to be an over value. That's good. So over on Kyron Jones passing yards, under on Darren Granger's passing yards. Um, if you want to correlate, let's see if we can correlate at all. Drones passing yards, any Virginia Tech wide receivers. Let me see some. No, so no Virginia Tech wide receivers that are popping good. Let's see if there's any under for receiving yard. Okay, so this correlates. Darren Granger's under passing yards right here. You can pair that up with Robert Lewis and Telly Quinn Williams unders as a correlation play, because if Granger's going under, then most likely both his receivers will probably go under as well. So that's a good correlation option that you have for college football. Baseball, nothing. For hockey today, let's start off with the over on Brad Marchand. Minus 135 is the Vegas odds on the over, which makes it plus EV on the over. Projection of 3.23 shots on goal is 0.73 projection differential. So over on Brad Marchand is going to be the best way to start things out. And then under on Evan Bouchard. Vegas has the under at minus 130. You can go Evan Bouchard here or Mackenzie Weegar. Both are great options. But you have the under on Evan Bouchard minus 130 odds. Projection of 1.96 is minus 0.54 and a minus 0.43 on both of these guys. So under on Evan Bouchard, under on Mackenzie Weegar shots, and then over on Brad Marchand is the best value there. For soccer, over on Gianluca would be the best value that we have here. For League of Legends, we have the under on Scout and then the over on Hans Sama. For CS2, under on Crimbo and then over on Ro J for Fnatic. For tennis, over on Stefanos, over on Casper for their total games is both of the best value. For Dota, we have the under on Somnus and then the over on Nightfall. Seems like those two guys are always the best value for Dota. And then we have the over on Famzy as the best value for Valorant. All right, so let's do a recap. For NFL, for tonight's games, Mike Evans receiving yards probably my overall favorite play. Mike Evans receiving yards makes just a ton of sense for tonight's game. Mike Evans is the one that you want to go with. Mike Evans over receiving yards. For NBA, the best options we have is over on LeBron James points plus assists at 25.5. Dame Lillard over points and rebounds at 31 looks good. And then Joel Embiid points and rebounds over 38.5 is looking good as well with no James Harden. For college football, we have the over on Kyron Jones passing yards and then the under on Darren Granger. For NHL, we have the over on Brad Marchand shots and then the under on Evan Bouchard and Mackenzie Weegar. For soccer, over on Gianluca shots. League of Legends, over on Hans Sama for G2, under on Scout. For CS2, over on Ro J for Fnatic, and then under on Crimbo for Big. For tennis, over on Stefanos and Casper. And then for Dota, we have the over on Nightfall, under on Somnus. And then last but not least, we have the over on Famzy for Valorant. Thank y'all for joining me as always. PropsMadeEasy.com, only $15 a month, man. If you have not joined yet, go join up today. Let's have an amazing NBA day, NFL as well. If you're interested in daily fantasy sports content, hit up greenlightdfs.com. That's my company, obviously. I mention it every video. If you're interested in daily fantasy sports optimal lines for DraftKings or and FanDuel. Tonight we have the showdown slate for NFL to start out week 8. So join up greenlightdfs.com. Over there you can find that at the DFS content button over at Props Made Easy. If you're a Props Made Easy member, you can find that there, or you can just go to greenlightdfs.com on your own. Thank y'all for joining me as always, and let's get it. I'm out. Peace.